Hey guys, can y'all hear me? Good? Yes? Okay, so I just want to show you what's going on right now. So obviously we have business on top and PJs on bottom. Yikes. But anyways, works great. So this call is recording. So whether you're watching it live or hopping on later or catching the recording, you'll get the whole thing. So I do these calls for my newest coaches before we start our mentorship, just to get everyone started off right, getting everyone started at the same page, going over a lot of the questions everyone has been asking me because you guys are so excited, and I'm hopefully going to be able to cover a lot of that. So a lot of you guys were just on that Emerald in 24 Hours call, which was super exciting. We have those every single week for every person in the downline. So if you missed the event tonight, we will be having another one next week. And so I post that in our mentorship. Make sure you request access to that group because that's where you're going to find the events. And it's hosted by myself and some of my diamond and above coaches. So really fun way just to kind of make Emerald really fun and get your business started off right. So you guys are all probably like, holy crap, Jamie, you added me to so many groups. What are all of these groups? I feel like that's always the number one thing is people feel really overwhelmed with all the groups. So first of all, I want you guys to go into your Facebook and turn your notifications off. Okay, so you used to have probably every Facebook notification coming to your screen. Turn those off because that will only drive you nuts. And I'm your coach telling you to turn those notifications off. When you guys are going in the team pages, I would so much rather you guys do that once a day, twice a day, whenever you can, and actually going through the posts and reading them and checking out the videos instead of just having it be a mindless notification where you just kind of like take it away and don't really care and you're just scrolling and you're like, I gotta get back to work. Like that's not working smart. And with this mentorship, we really just want to help you guys do this as smart as possible, but also to see success with your businesses right off the gate. I feel very privileged to have so many new coaches, but I also love that because I have been able to create a lot of success starters, a lot of coaches right off the get-go with my mentorship. So I'm really excited for you guys to get started. So I'm just going to go through some of our groups, just kind of jot these down. So obviously you guys are in the June new coach mentorship. That is where you guys are all at. So you've all answered the poll, whether you want to be more of a discount coach, hobby coach, business builder. Everyone on this call is definitely more business builder, hobby coachish. But also that's where we're going to spend a lot of time. We're also going to take our mentorship over to Voxer, which is a walkie-talkie app, and I'll be talking about that tomorrow. But that's a hands-free app, and I'll kind of share with you guys how to do that. But make sure you're checking that mentorship group at least once a day. There will be different assignments as we're talking, as I'm sharing different things, going back and forth. And it's just a good habit to get in the process of like checking these groups with a purpose. So I would much rather, like I said, have you guys checking that once a day if that's all you can work, because most of you guys are working other jobs, but checking that diligently instead of just scrolling. Another group that you're most likely a part of is Jamie's VIP community. That's just my big group for all of my coaches and clients. That's where I talk about new launches. That's kind of where I share more recipes and stuff like that. TFTF Business Builders is my group for my coaches that are hitting Success Club. So these are my coaches that are working in their business. Success Club is helping 3 new people a month. If you are changing 3 new lives a month, you are considered a business builder. You are doing the things that you need to do to grow a business. I do put my newest coaches, I put all of you guys in there your first month just because I want you guys to see how valuable that page is and how much time is put into it as far as the trainings. And that is where you're going to find leadership. If you guys are like, I'm already caught up on all these assignments, what do I do next? Go into this page and click on videos and scroll through a lot of the guest speakers. I do trainings in there. My husband does trainings in there. My coaches who are killing it do trainings in there. And then I also get guest speakers to come in there and share their tips for success. So that is like a huge academy that you guys can use. But like I said, after your first month of being a coach, you must be hitting Success Club to stay in that group. And then as soon as you hit it for that next month, you can request back in to join that group again. Team Fight to Finish family, that is for our entire organization. So when you guys start signing coaches, feel free to add them in there, give a little intro, give a little bio, share a picture, make them feel welcomed. That's where you're going to see like recognition posts on Thursdays. You're going to see information about the team page. That's like the big community page. Okay. So if that's where you have a certain question about a client you're working with that has, some kind of ailment and you're not sure how to give them the best advice, great question would be to put it into Fit Finish family, because that is everybody. And like I said, that's where you'll place your coaches when you guys are adding new coaches. Excuse me. TFTF Coach Clubhouse. Again, this is my personally sponsored page, and this is more so the community field. These are my coaches that I've personally sponsored, just like the Business Builder page. But you're not really going to see business things there, because I do have a lot of coaches that are like 100% focused only on the discount. They just want to save to get their Shakeology the cheapest, and that's great. So I didn't always want to overwhelm them with a bunch of business posts for them to feel like they don't even want to go in that group anymore. I would rather celebrate lots of their successes, non-spill victories, other big moments in their businesses or their personal lives in there. That's why I created that group. Going through, Here's to Health, our June 11 boot camp. So you guys should also be in that one. If you guys aren't in any of these groups, just write it down and message me after this call. But that is our boot camp that starts a week from Monday. So a big part of our coach mentorship is obviously we are talking about the business. How do you become successful with this? How do you share your journey without being salesy? All the things that are, very valid questions. But I also, 50% of that new coach mentorship is getting you guys results, because actions speak louder than words. My most successful coaches on the team have gotten awesome results, and that's the best way to show that you're a product of the product. That is the best way to show people that, hey, what I'm doing is real. It's changed my life by these 3 things. And then there's like a list of 100, the longer you are a coach. And that's just what you're going to be able to share. So, that's why I just say, like, day one, like, let's get your results. Let's figure out the best program for you and go all in, especially being a new coach. You want to get results. You want to be like going all in. And why wouldn't you want to get yourself in the best shape of your life? Like, that's the best part that's one of my favorite things about coaching, is I put myself first every single day. But that just shows people that what you're doing is real. And it makes you happier. It makes you a better parent. It makes you a better, significant other, whatever that may be. Like, that is the beauty of putting yourself first. And that's what you guys are going to show people. But also, like what I said, actions speak louder than words. You can have tons of posts going out there, but if you aren't showing people what you're doing is real, they're not going to connect with you. They're not going to want to sign up with you. You have to remember that all challenge packs are the same price. Whether any of you guys are on this call are advertising them, or anybody else. The thing why someone's going to sign up with you rather than me is because you have the secret sauce that they're looking for. So those are all the groups. Next is your Instagram bio. So obviously in our mentorship, we're going to talk about 2 social media platforms. 99% of the time, everybody has the same platforms as me, and that's Instagram and a Facebook like page. If you have not created those yet, do so. Put that on your to-do list. I recommend for your Facebook like page, just do Jamie Innes, just do your name. I have Jamie Innes Wellness Specialist, and you can only change the name once, and I changed it from Jamie Glonick Wellness Specialist to Jamie Innes, and that's what I was when I worked for corporate, and I wish it was just Jamie Innes, because it would have been a lot easier to connect the two when people are looking for me. That's just my opinion. You guys can do whatever you want. But you need a specific Facebook like page to work your business off of. I don't recommend going just on your Facebook page and just blasting your social media. Like, I do recommend going there and saying, hey guys, I just became a virtual health coach. I can't wait to share more of my tips and tricks with you guys. Can't wait to share my meal prep, my fitness advice. Please support me by following me here. And then when I signed up, I had my mom share that post. I had Steve share that post. I had my sister, who wasn't the coach at the time. And I just wanted everyone to follow me over there. Also, if you have any of those feelings like, well, I don't want people to think weird of me. Like, I never felt that way, but I will help you get out of that mindset. But also knowing that everyone that follows you on Facebook and Instagram, they're following you because they want to watch you. They want to see your journey. They want to see your life, and anything that you could add to them, any bit of adding value is really going to help them. So anything that you can add to them is great. So when I'm talking about your Instagram bio, I'm talking about this right here. So nowhere in my bio does it say Beachbody Coach. Yes, I'm a Beachbody Coach. I've been a Beachbody Coach for 5 years. It has allowed me amazing things in my life, but I'm a virtual health coach. I don't put it out there. I'm a Beachbody coach, because guess what? Just like every other company out there, there are some icky people. There are people out there that are icky Beachbody coaches. Luckily, it's not on our team, because this is like one of the biggest things I preach. But let people get to know you first before they make a decision. Don't just put Beachbody on all of your things, and then people are like, yeah, she's one of those people, I'm not going to follow her. Like, just share your journey and share what you're doing. You'll get more comfortable with it, and it will get better. But I just recommend your bio to look good. You know, mine says virtual health coach, fitness instructor, CPT, wifey, mama to Mav, world traveler. And then it says join my virtual boot camp here with some arrows down, and then my link tree. I will share in our mentorship how to create a Google form and how to do a link tree, but it is very important to have somewhere for people to go, especially when you're sleeping and people are creeping on your Instagram. And the way that I make mine all spacing nice is I literally space it out the way that I want in my notes. I have an iPhone and copy and paste it, and that's how I get the spacing perfectly. Hashtags. This is one of the biggest questions I get all the time, and Instagram algorithms are always changing. So this, this is just what's working for me. You're able to do 30 hashtags per post. So I recommend you finding 30 hashtags that have to do with what you're about, not just fitness, nothing to do with Beachbody, no 21-day fix, no 80-day obsession, no Shakeology, because that's going to attract coaches that are already coaches or already clients. You want people to get to know you. A lot of my hashtags are mom life, toddler life, postpartum. It's the season of life that I'm going through. A lot of my stuff is, fit couples. Me and Steve work out together. We do this thing together. That's what a lot of my hashtags are. I want to bring people in that aren't health and, wellness related. And then I want to connect to them from something else. And then when I talk about a free group that I have coming up, I want them to inquire about that because we've already built the relationship. And we'll dive more into your brand in our mentorship. But just getting started, I know a lot of you guys are like, what hashtag do I use? So don't use anything Beachbody related, because you're only going to attract coaches, and that's not who you're trying to attract. It's great for follows, but you want to attract new people. So the first part of opening up your business center, you guys are all active coaches right now, but is hitting Emerald in your business. So some of you guys are just on the call that we had. Like I said, if you guys hopped on late, we do these every single week, myself and a couple other my diamond coaches. So if you yourself are pushing for Emerald, or you have coaches pushing for Emerald, get them into the group. It's in our coach mentorship as to how to request access. And basically a diamond coach or above, aka one of the leaders on my team, goes over how to hit it in 24 hours. It's easy to do. But basically what that is signing a coach up on your left leg, signing a coach up on your right leg. Everybody's active and you're Emerald. That is the first promotion in your business, and that is officially when your business opens. I've had quite a few people hit it very soon because it's very doable, and you just have to do it then. And guess what? That gives you momentum, and that really helps you be like, wow, now I have a team. Believe it or not, I have a team. My first coach was my mom, and she has seriously just supported me the last 5 years, and her and my dad drink Shakeology every single day, which is awesome. She's never worked the business. She's never wanted to. She's a TFTF cheerleader, but it was nice to have her support, and that's what she signed up for me. She knew she was one of those coaches. But your business officially opens once you're Emerald. And I have a couple new Emeralds that will be announced on Thursday, which is really exciting, but I'll keep that a secret for now. So every Thursday is payday. Every Thursday is rank advancement day. So even if you say you hit Emerald on Thursday, you won't be recognized until the following Thursday. So do it before then so we can shout you out. Next is the Miracle Morning. So many people who have now since become coaches have seen my stories like, what the heck is a Miracle Morning? Why are all these people up at the same time? How are you motivated to work out that early? And you guys are all welcome to join the Team Miracle Morning, as well as your coaches and your clients. So the link that you guys got on tonight, bookmark it, because that is our team link every Monday night at 8:25 p.m. Eastern. Also, that's also an important thing that you guys should seriously pencil in, that every single Monday night. When I first signed up as a coach, I had to tell Steve, who was then my boyfriend, like, hey, you can come over, but like, headphones are in, we're not watching a movie together until I'm done. Like, this is my business. And he was just like, okay, no big deal. But I had to communicate that with him, and I haven't missed a Monday night since. it is your business. There's always going to be people that are more busy than you, that have a job that goes later, that has like a workout that they need to do, or kids to put down to bed. And it's, for me, it was just a non-negotiable early on. And I feel like that's what's really helped propel me forward to this day, is I took my business seriously from the very get-go. So anyways, Miracle Morning links are the same exact thing. I just sent everybody on our team an invitation for the last few days this week. So Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern is a team Miracle Morning. So you can log on at any time, just like this. Everybody just sees their faces. Everyone's muted, so you don't have to say a thing. Most people still have their glasses on, eating their pre-workout meal, or just coming on to read their PD for a little extra support, work their business, do their workouts. There's clients, there's coaches. It's basically just cool because I like to have this screen over on my right and then minimizes a little bit, and then my workout on my left. So anytime that I feel like just kind of being like, oh, I need a break, I see all these faces and I'm like, no, Jamie, get your butt back to work. But it's also really nice, especially if you guys choose to work your business before work and do power pockets or a power hour beforehand, because there's a lot of girls that do that. That's how a lot of my girls have made this their full-time job. It's because of those Miracle Mornings. Also, if you haven't read that personal development book, I highly recommend it because it changed the game for me. So you may start hearing on the team calls, maybe you guys are already like researching the team calls. All the team calls are in Team Fit to Finish family. You can seriously click on videos and go through a huge arsenal. Again, like what I said, if you feel like, okay, I'm up to date on all of our assignments this week, go in there and go educate yourself on there. It's free learning, and it's only going to make you a better leader sooner. But a lot of coaches talk about power hours or power pockets. So basically what this is your uninterrupted time of when you're choosing to work your business. So for me, when I first started as a coach, I was working 5 other jobs. I didn't get to sit down and work 8 to 4 or 5 like I do now. That was not the case. I had crazy hours. Sometimes it was 11 to 7. Sometimes it was 6 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Like, it just was different all the time. So I had to work in pockets. Sometimes it was a 15-minute chunk. Sometimes it was 30 minutes. And on the weekends is when I would really get a couple hours of work in, and I'd go to a coffee shop. I would work Saturday till about 1 p.m. and then it was straight to work on Beachbody. And I was really excited because it was what brought me the most joy. And that's kind of how I ended up leaving those jobs and to do coaching full time. So Power Pockets is a great option. I say uninterrupted time, meaning like you put your phone down. Sometimes I put on airplane mode. And when you're doing your reach outs, which we will get into more, you're doing your follow-ups, you're doing your emails, maybe you're crafting a social media post, you're all into that task right there. It's really easy to be on Instagram and just do this all day and scroll and scroll and scroll. Trust me, sometimes I have to stop myself. But that is not productive work time. And a lot of coaches think that they put so much time into their business, but all they're doing is just checking out other coaches' stories, which I've been guilty of, or checking people and just watching these for hours. It's very easy to do. Same thing with Facebook, Facebook scrolling. So I just say set a timer for yourself. Whatever you can do, you can build an incredible business with an hour a day. If you can commit 7 hours a week, you'll be freaking amazing. The more, obviously, that's the best thing about this being your own business is you're in charge of your own business and you're in charge of your own success. So what you put into it will pay you out in the future. But if you're putting in more time in your business now, you're going to see success sooner than others. That's the beauty of this. Also, if you want to go super slow with this, that's a possibility too. You can do whatever you want. It's your business. My mentorship is set up to get you guys started on the track for success as soon as possible and giving you guys a ton of information. So if you don't have a new notebook, get ready, get one of those because you're going to need it. Even if you feel like some of the stuff we go over, you're kind of like, I don't know what she's talking about. You'll know what it is at some point. But for me, I didn't have a mentorship right from the get-go. It was kind of just like, here you go. And I'm like, yay, this is so fun. And I didn't see success until 2.5 months into my business. So this is just for my girls, you guys, to just be able to know what it takes to start right away, crush your life and crush your business. And in turn, get a lot of different freedom and happiness coming your way. And maybe you work a part-time job and maybe you are able to have a power hour. But like I said, like figure out what you have, like make a list of what you need to get done. For me, my power packets and power hours, that doesn't include my personal development because I already do that. It's already part of my life. I need that. That's not including my meal prep. I have to do that to stay on track. It's not including my workouts. Those are all things that are part of my normal day-to-day life. The power hour is the things that are going to build your business, which brings me to your number one focus. If you are a full-on business builder, is to hit Success Club every single month. That means Success Club 5 or higher. Each challenge pack, which you guys all sign up with a challenge pack, is 2 Success Club points. So that means helping 3 people a month, 3 new people a month, whether they sign up as a client or as a coach. It does not matter. You get 2 challenge pack points. Someone can get a new challenge pack with the points if it's been more than 6 months, but you can't just get a new challenge pack every single month because obviously it's a really, really great deal and everyone would do that and like you can't. So obviously it's easy to just kind of get people signed up as coaches because they want the discount. They want the 25% discount. But anyways, if you're like, I need to do this all in, I'm ready to focus on my health 100% and I'm ready to go, what's the business component? Success Club 6. That also means that you get to stay in TFTF Business Builders and you get to keep growing with the rest of us who are doing that as our non-negotiable every single month. There's also a really awesome incentive, which we'll talk a little bit more later, called Success Starters. And this is for your first 3 months. If you hit Success Club 5 or higher, your first 3 months of coaching, you become an official success starter. So you'll be like a month 1 success starter, month 2, month 3, and then you earn a ticket to next year's summit, which is over $200 value, and you get it for free. So that's like really freaking exciting. They didn't have that when I signed up as a coach. Otherwise, I would have been a freaking success starter because I love free stuff. And who doesn't love to save $220? So I just always tell my coaches that right away because it's like a lot of people are like, I'm all in. I just need to hear those numbers. Sometimes that's the personality. Maybe it's not. But just for those of you that just want to like go with it, that is the goal. That is what you want to do. So let me know what questions you guys have about anything that I mentioned or anything else that you have. But those are the main things that I want to talk about before we start our mentorship on June 11th. I usually do this the week before, but I wanted to do it a little bit sooner because I've just gotten a lot of messages from you guys, and some of you guys are just hitting Emerald on your own before we even start. So I'm like, holy crap, I need to talk to you guys. So do you guys have any questions? You can totally just like unmute yourself, or you can just type it in the chat, whatever you feel comfortable with. Or you can just say hi too. That works. Freaking cool. Oh, I love you guys. Does anybody have any questions? Maybe nobody has any questions. You just want to all message them to me. Oh, hold on. Let me. Okay. I just unmuted everyone. Sorry. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Who's talking? I can't see.
Okay, so I have a question.
Hi, yes.
I know I probably already know this, but so I had someone who didn't want to right away sign up with a challenge pack. So she just wanted to do Beachbody on demand. Do you still get Success Club points for that?
No, it must be a challenge pack.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But it's not a bad thing because she's still someone that you can help get results. And then it's like, all right, let's transition over to the completion pack. And then you can get 2 successful points for that if she a completion pack after the
Good to know.
Yeah. Maddie, yes, after Emerald, Diamond is the next goal. So Diamond is seriously when more magic happens. That's when you officially become kind of like one of the leaders on the team. Only 3 to 5% of all coaches will ever, usually like 5% of coaches will ever hit Diamond because it's 4 coaches on each side, and then one of those 4 on each leg has to be Emerald. So obviously you start your business by hitting Emerald 1-1, but then you need Emerald coaches underneath you. So like, that's why it's a little bit more of a leadership role, because now you're not just relying on yourself. But I have had a lot of coaches hit Diamond for the first time just by making their significant other Emerald as one of those, or by making their mom Emerald if they don't have a significant other. That's an option too. But yeah, just what Shelly said. Emerald's officially opening, hitting it again and again and again. Yes, perfect mindset. Love that.
How do you deal with people just complaining about prices? 'Cause it seems like that's all I get.
Yeah, no, that is so normal. I still, 5 years in, that's my biggest objection. And for me, it's no big deal. Like I want someone to go all in with me every single time. I want them to get the full-on challenge pack because I'm helping them. Like I'm saying that I'm their coach and they need to clean themselves out nutritionally before anything else. So that's why I'm like, Shakeology is a game changer. You need it. So for someone who's like, I can't afford it or that seems expensive, I say, no big deal, girl. I totally understand where you're at. Are you able to set aside $20 a week until we can get you that challenge pack? I would love to have you in next month's accountability group. And they're a lot of times like they're just like, holy crap, really? Like you would kind of help me budget for that? That's awesome. And they feel really great about it. And so obviously a big part of that is checking in with them again in 4 to 6 weeks and just seeing how they're doing. Like for me, it was I was really gross with Starbucks and I would have a skinny white chocolate mocha with no whip, like so much sugar, just so gross. But I would have that like 4 or 5 times a week. And that was like $20, $25. So it was like, my biggest hesitation, I told my coach no for 6 months and I said, I don't have money. I don't have time. Both were excuses because when I signed up, I put out my credit card, like I'm just like, I don't even care. Like I'm going to do this. And like, that's what I still get to this day. So for me, I just make it a little bit more personal and work with them. But I do like take my coaching very seriously. And that's like the biggest thing for me. The clients that haven't purchased a full-on challenge pack, like maybe they did Beachbody on Demand, or we used to have base kits when the programs were just single. Those are my people that just didn't they didn't pay that much. So they didn't really take their health that serious. Whereas my people who are paying $160 and up for a challenge pack, they're going to take their health more seriously because they get the whole package and everyone else is doing the same thing together. Does that help?
Yeah, I just feel like I have so many questions and I don't want to
oh my gosh, no. Girl, that's what I'm here for.
Okay, so I know the main thing we should be working on as new coaches is our brand. Should we be worrying about doing challenge groups or anything like that, or just wait till after mentorship and that kind of stuff?
So in our mentorship, we will do a free group together.
Okay.
That's like a big part of my mentorship is just showing you guys how simple it is, but also doing it with you guys and teaching you how I invite and stuff like that. So we will do that in our group. And then my newest coaches, I always allow you guys to help me run my paid challenge groups for up to 3 months, your first 3 months of coaching, just so some people are like, I don't need you anymore. I can do this on my own, which is great. But others do want me to kind of they're in charge of a couple days of posting or going live or something like that. So I do allow all my newest coaches to be able to do that for their first 3 months of coaching, just because I wish I would have had that, because my first challenge group was seriously word bomb everywhere. It was my mom and my cousin and nobody got results. So it was embarrassing. I think I told them every Shakeology flavor, literally all 70, and put it in a group. And then, okay, thanks.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So if you sign your significant other, sister, whoever else up, and they legitimately do nothing, as long as they're staying active and you buy something on their account or whatever, you're still doing okay as a coach technically?
Yes, absolutely. When I signed Steve up, we were dating and I was like, hey, I need your social security number. I bought him the challenge pack. He would only drink Shakeology when I made it for him because he was so lazy. And I bought myself a new program. It was P90X3 at the time. And then we just bought the first 3 months of him as a coach. We bought Recover under his account, which I was already purchasing under mine. So it was just easy to do that. But yeah, he wanted nothing to do with the business. The way that Steve is now is a complete 180 from what he started as. And that never has to be the case. I feel like people like especially like significant others or an account that they're working, like their moms, that they have to be into the business, and that could not be further from the truth. Like they're in it to support you, to help you gain momentum, and eventually when you're a diamond and above coach, you start to work that business and make a lot more money just from that.
So if they're getting just Shakeology monthly, does that count as them being active? Okay.
Yep. What are you guys all laughing for?
Because that's how my brothers are for me. Like literally, I told my brothers that I would give them free haircuts every month if they purchase stuff from me and were my coach. So they get free haircuts. And it's just, you make those, now they're like, oh, this is good stuff. But before they're like, Brooke, you're crazy. Now it's a totally different mindset.
Yeah, totally. I love that. I know you guys have more questions.
Okay, so when you are like talking to new people, I'm very introverted, I guess. I'm just starting to get comfortable. I mean, like this, I've never been able to like talk to people like
Love it.
But I'm starting to get comfortable. But when it comes to random people, how do you get to the point in a conversation where you bring it up?
So I don't usually bring it up to like conversation back and forth like 5 or 6. Like in the meantime, I'm just trying to get to know them. A lot of the people that I reach out to are moms right now. So it's easy to ask them about, like what swim diaper do you use? What SPF, like just the things I'm going through in my life. And it's easy because I'm asking them questions after question. Sometimes the conversations are just kind of like really short answers. And I'm like, okay, well, she's not really feeling it, but that's okay. Like, at least I'm just being nice, but I just try to get to know them based on like what we're going through in life. And that way also they don't feel like I'm just coming right at them like, hey girls, so I have a challenge group on June 11th. You should join it because you look like you're into fitness. Like, no, no, I don't do that. But like just getting to know them, and it will get easier. Just being like more confident with just bringing up a conversation, but it's almost, I never did online dating, but I feel like it's almost like online dating, like, but with friends. Like you're getting to know these people on social media. Maybe you're their first ever like message from an Instagram stranger, and they're like, holy crap. But it's like, I met a lot of you guys on social media. I met my coach on social media. Like social media is just an awesome platform now to be able to help a lot of people. And for me, I just never felt weird about it because I was just so passionate about wanting to help others that I was like, I don't care if this person thinks I'm weird for saying that their kids are cute, like I'm just so far past that, but I never felt like that in the beginning. But it's like the more conversations you have, the easier it is, because then they're going to start looking on your page and being like, oh, you have a kid too. And then like, wow, she's just trying to be nice.
So I know this question already, but I have a feeling that from what she just asked that she's going to want to know this too. And you told me this before, but what about those people that are like follow you, but their stuff is private? So technically they're kind of a warm market. How do you reach out to them then if you can't see anything or start a conversation with them?
So that's when I would friend request them and just put it out there. If they deny me, like if they don't allow me and I check the next day and like that request is removed, then obviously there's nothing to do with that. But a lot of times they just add me, or they'll go check out my page, see that I'm public, and then they'll accept me. And then I go through and I do the 5-3-1 rule. So I posted a video about this in the Business Builder page. So I'm not even gonna talk about it. It's like a 4-minute video, but go check that out as far as reach outs, and that really, really helps.
Okay, this has really nothing to do with all this, but in my coach page, it has like the tree, I guess, of the coaches underneath. It doesn't show my mom on there at all.
Okay, so I know where you're looking, and I don't want you to ever look there again. Hold on, I'm going to try and see if I No, you're fine. I'm so glad you're asking this. This is like, everybody's going to have this question at some point. So no question is a dumb question. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Does this stress anybody out with all my coach Amy will come over and be like, I can't look at that. Okay. So I'm going to go into my back office. Give you guys a little tour here. It's also really important to get comfortable with your back office because you'll be checking that a lot. And like I check mine multiple times a day. Okay, so we're going to go to monitor my business. Sponsorship drill down. Do not go right here. Don't go there. No, do not go graphical genealogy. You will go crazy. So sponsorship drill down. Maybe. Okay, so this is going to show you your entire back office, okay? So this is what you want to see, and your mom will show there because I saw her in the back office. Does that help?
Yeah. So just don't go and look at the tree.
Yes, do not look at the tree because what that's doing is showing you every coach that signed up after you. That's not even my personally sponsored. That's
Okay.
Cole's personally sponsored coaches, personally sponsored coach. Like you're going to see names that you don't even know. And it's really confusing. We honestly don't ever even go in there at all. There's really no point to. Does anyone have any other questions? Like I said, you guys can type them in the chat if you don't feel like talking, or you can just talk.
So when you already hit Emerald, I'm sorry, I'm stealing the show. Okay.
Thursday, girl.
When you hit Emerald, how do you move up from Emerald? Like
so
what?
Then your next goal is Diamond. Sorry, go ahead.
No, do you did your sponsored coaches have to get people on their team for you to move up to Diamond, or do you have to keep adding people?
That is part of it. So they need to hit Emerald.
Okay.
But you really need to sign 4 coaches on each leg, and maybe it's a different coach that will be Emerald. Like they might not be your first 2 coaches that are your first Emerald coaches.
Okay.
And sometimes it takes you to create the Emerald, but we'll get into all of that. But that's like the first step.
Okay.
And you're just a rock star for like freaking doing it, being like, oh my gosh, I think I'm Emerald. Oh, you are. Love it. All right, guys, any other questions? All right, well, this call will be recorded, so I'm going to put it back in the group if you want to go through it, check anything out. But like I said, we do start officially on June 11th, so before that, I'll create the Voxer mentorships. And you guys have all answered all the polls and stuff like that, but I'm always just a message away in the meantime. You guys are amazing. I'm so excited for this next group. And I really appreciate you guys spending your Tuesday night with me and just already putting that time in your business because it's freaking amazing. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your nights. And I'll talk to you soon.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.